Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Gamecast episode 657. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinsod,
Ahoy!
and Tony Korkanakis.
Yo.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners and viewers, to 657 of the Gamecast. We are live on Twitch starting on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. Please join us live. We are on YouTube the following day. Subscribe to both to get notified when we go live or when we post. All right. Welcome to the Gamecast, everybody. What have we been up to, guys? I have to say that I did not play much this week. I was on a gambit for playing. Like I was, I finished 2 games in 2 weeks. For me, that's a lot of hours. I did pop in Hogwarts Legacy, so that'll be my next game, which I actually loaded up and then realized the hard part about going back to something that long is like I gotta basically figure out what I was doing. But I'll be finishing that up hopefully next week is my goal to have that one done, and then it's on to Street Fighter 6, and then it's on to Diablo 4. So I am not.
I don't know about that one, Jim.
I am not going to. I know. I'm not going.
We got
to
some
Diablo
stuff to talk
4.
about Diablo tonight.
We do, and that's why I'm leading off with this. But I gotta say that, like, I don't know. We'll see how they do with the season. But we'll get into that in a little bit. So I didn't really play much myself. But Tony, what have you been playing?
Nothing new on my end. I had, I guess I'm offline a couple of days. I do have Pikmin 3. Did pick that up.
Oh yeah,
have it waiting for me. So
4?
yeah, Pikmin 4. So I will be playing that. I have more impressions by next week.
Okay, great. That see, that's intriguing to me, and I've never played the Pikmin series really.
Just download the demo. Download the demo.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try it
free.
out.
It's free.
Yeah, I have to try it out. You know what? I'm taking my trip. That's the thing for this week is I'm taking a trip on Thursday, which is out to a bed and breakfast thing for a couple of days where you just kind of relax and do not much. So bringing the Switch is great. Play it on the porch a little bit, but nothing too involving. Like it's got to be like kind of pick up and put it down kind of thing. So I wouldn't play Zelda on this trip, but I would kind of check out some stuff.
Like Pikmin.
So yeah, like that. Like that's a good game for me to pick up and try it. So maybe I'll give you guys some ideas. What I did next week, we'll see. So you get some impressions next week for that, okay? Corey?
Obviously Diablo. The season started on Thursday.
Well, you know what? Wait, hold up, Mike. What have you been up to? Let's go back to you, Corey. I'm sorry. We're gonna pause this. Corey, we'll come back to you. Mike, what have you been up to?
Faked out.
I've been going harder in Street Fighter 6 now. I've gotten to the point where I'm getting literally sweaty playing ranked matches. Yeah.
Nice.
Mom's so sweaty. Mom's spaghetti.
Mom's spaghetti.
Yeah. Controllers are getting squeezed. Anger is happening.
Are you throwing a controller yet?
I'm not throwing it. I squeezed until I started to hear plastic, then I stopped. Like, stop. These are expensive.
Yeah, I mean that's something I've learned as well as I've gotten older. My Super Nintendo controllers got slammed, but my new ones I just get really angry and just throw them on the couch so they don't really break.
Yeah, I did that once and then it bounced. That happened with God of War, and that was the last controller I broke. It bounced and hurt itself. But no, this is actually doing the opposite of what it meant to do, because now that I'm into a fighting game again, I'm like, yes, I'm going to play Mortal Kombat 1. Absolutely, I'm going to play that game. Because there's still certain things I'm more used to, I'm more familiar with, and there's aspects of it I like more than this, that
I'm like, guest characters that seem fun.
And not even that. I mean, that's something... Yeah, I don't know how to sort of, talk about that real quick, even though we're in the news. I don't know how they're going to differentiate all these evil Superman and make them feel any different than their Injustice version of Superman. But anyway, no, I'm on the cusp of achieving gold rank. I'm at silver 5 right now. I'm almost there. It's got to
going strong with Ken.
Yeah, Ken.
I like Ken.
Obviously, I need to sort of stick with the main still. I don't know what I'm doing. And I still don't have very long combos with them, but you don't need them as much in this game than something like Mortal Kombat or Injustice. Right. I do see other people pull some stuff off, and I'm like, I can't make a Shoryuken come out on demand quite like that. Like right away, the first frame that I need it. I can get it to come, but not like that. So there's a few things I can't do yet. but and they added a new character already, so everyone's playing this. I think his name is Rashid.
Rashid,
This new guy. Yeah, he's got.
He was in previous games.
He was in the last one.
Well, he's new for this game now.
Yeah.
He's their first like DLC character.
Yeah.
Lots of projectiles for him, especially for a game like this. He's throws a lot of wind and has not quite teleports, but he does some like half screen like quick dash moves that are annoying. But yeah, I hate him so far, but that's how it is when there's a new character you don't know when you're facing them. I still think E Honda might be the worst though, still, just because of his a couple like spammable special moves that everyone hates. But no, I'm playing it and I'm in it, and it's scary, but whatever. It's Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. Didn't think you'd get into a Street Fighter, so
no,
I'm shocked.
I mean, it really took. It's funny because I thought the World Tour would do it for me, and it didn't. Like I spent time in it, and I learned a little bit, but it was really just doing the tutorials and playing ranked that sort of switched it over for me. The World Tour was, it's not all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something, but not. Yeah. No, I'm in it now, competitive, although I'm not good.
Yeah. All right, Corey, back to you.
Like I mentioned, Diablo 4 Season 1 started. It started on Thursday.
Okay.
I didn't get to play until a little later, so I've only actually played a little bit of it, only a few hours. But they did have an update on the 18th, which was quite polarizing for a lot of people.
That's what I hear.
I heard nothing but negative things about the patch, so I don't know what you mean polarizing.
I got reviewed.
Polarizing as a company likes it.
Excited for Season 1 to get all that stuff going, and there was some quality of life stuff that was like, okay, this is nice, but they just like destroyed every character. Other than Rogue, from what I can see, like they just destroyed like everybody, and the Sorcerer especially. Sorcerer is the most popular character, but was also probably the worst character. And then they just made it even worse. Like I don't know why they didn't like buff it, because it just felt bad to play for the most part.
That's like typically my character I like to play, but that's
yeah,
not. It's not drawing me closer to playing by hearing this, by the way.
But yeah, so that was on the cusp of Season 1 starting, because that kind of like that was getting everything ready to launch Season 1. And then Season 1, you start over as a seasonal character, which is fine, and then there's new mechanics, new things that you're doing for the season. So I'm enjoying my time. Like I'm having a lot of fun with it. But there are things now that you have going on as well, like the Battle Pass. So the Battle Pass is a thing that's happening, and there's no real point to it. Like they give you they give you silver or platinum, whatever the currency is. But if you complete the Battle Pass, you don't even have enough of that to actually buy anything in the store. So you still have to purchase it. So it's like you're paying money to get these. I guess you just basically paying money to get for dress.
Bullshit cosmetics, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all cosmetics, which is fine because it lets you not do it. Like you don't have to do it now because it doesn't matter.
But my problem here is that this is a full retail price. This is a $70 video game.
Yeah.
That's absurd to me. Like that is absurd to me that they want you to pay $70 for this fucking video game, and then they want you to buy a battle pass for microtransactions.
Well, like it's not they're not really. It's the battle pass is just cosmetics. It's like basically you're not getting those.
So you can't buy anything you can't buy anything directly.
Well, not the stuff in the battle pass. The battle pass stuff is only for that battle pass.
Okay, so I'm sorry. I think it's crazy that this is a $70 title plus has a battle pass plus has a cash store. That is absurd to me.
That's weird. Yeah, that's very weird.
But like again, you can ignore all of that because it is all cosmetic. So
it's so crazy though to make that like how much is the battle pass?
I think it's like $20 maybe.
For the cosmetics, basically what is it? Skins?
Yeah, it's skins. So you get skins. You get, I think maybe you get a horse.
Horse armor. Horse armor.
I think you get horse armor. You get horse
battle
trophies.
But again, it literally, even if it is just cosmetics, it ties into the feeling of progression in the game, and That's why I hate
I mean,
battle
I
passes.
obviously I don't like. I was like, oh, I don't really care about it. But it's fine. Like, it's fine. I don't necessarily think the seasonal armor is all that special. But like, you should be able to get stuff for free, and a lot of like, and there is a free version of the battle pass. But it's not very good. You're not like
Yeah.
it takes forever to get anything. And again, the real money stuff that you're getting from it is not even enough to buy something from the store. But yeah, you have a store, cosmetic store. You're paying real money, and then you have this battle pass. But like I said, it's all optional because it's cosmetic. There's no gameplay factors at all, which is
Okay.
fine. Like I don't have a problem with.
That is what it is. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But it is a weird mix of what does the cash do then in the game? The cash store.
It's cosmetics. More cosmetics.
Skins.
That's a little confusing. That
Why?
well, because like why have the battle pass then? Why not just put it all in the cash the where you can buy it?
Because that's not what's popular
You
these days,
feel
Jim.
like you're progressing through something. That's why.
Oh.
And it's exclusive to that season.
Okay. All right, got you. So the battle pass is for the season.
It's just crazy
Okay.
because this is Activision too. So like they have the Call of Duty battle pass in Call of Duty, and when you earn that, I mean, you get enough Mac to buy the next battle pass, kind of like Fortnite. I mean,
Right.
whatnot. But not in this game. Not in this game. You get 666 of their bullshit currency,
which is not enough to buy.
Which is not enough to buy.
Everything's $800. Yeah. It's like basically everything's like 800.
Yeah.
No, but like as far as gameplay goes, I mean, still fantastic game. I'm really having fun with it. So
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Cool. All right. That's it. What we've been up to, right? Got everybody covered. All right. Let's get into some news. All right, here we've got earlier in the week. I guess it was a leak. It was a couple days ago about PS5 Pro specs and release date details. Like it was like a. So what are we looking at here? Because I know that they're looking at 2024 November target date for this PS5 Pro, but I heard there's a slim console probably coming this fall. Is that right? This fall, winter?
What does the article say?
I haven't read through all the article. I'm asking you. I know the gist of it, but so majority of the studios should be getting their development kits by late November 2023 for this year. That's this year for the PS5 Pro. The specs are, what are we looking at here? I don't even know what these numbers mean, and I'm a tech guy.
I mean,
Codium
it's like
Trinity.
almost double what PS5 is doing right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be able to run 4K
Closer.
60 frames more consistently. A new performance mode for 8K resolution, which is just ridiculous. But yeah, so you're looking at much more 60 frames per second games. That's really the big thing, which I think it's a good thing. I mean, it's a really good thing. So
it is, but I mean, how much is it going to cost? Like PS5s are
question.
Still retailing for $500, if not more, in other countries. The price increase.
I mean, if it can come in at the $500 range, I know you're making a face, Tony, for those audio listeners, but I'm saying if it can come in at that, then then you have something. But if it's not, then this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean the GPU is way more powerful. It's got 60 compute units against the 36.
The Pro.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a year from now, right? At least. So
yeah,
it would have to be when the actual original system can be discounted.
Sure. Yeah, it'd be $399.
They're not going
this
to
would be
discount it.
$499. I could see it. I could see it.
Discount it. The Slim would be the replacement.
And that's what I've heard they're going to do.
But I think that would be a replacement of the current. Yeah, I would, because I'm almost positive the PS4 Pro launched at $100 more than the PS4 did, right?
Yeah, I think
or 50 or something.
I thought it was $100. You're right. So you're looking at $600 for the Pro then, and $500 then. So basically they're gonna get rid of the $399 digital because the Slim model is supposed to be removable CD tray, right? CD. So. Well,
the Slim. I mean, I think a possibility here is the Slim doesn't even come with the drive anymore, the disc drive.
Right.
I thought it was like removable or something. Maybe I'm wrong, but I know that's what they were talking about.
Well, I think that would be that would be an accessory, not like you're going to get that in the box. I'm saying that's how they're going to cut. If anything, that's how they're going to cut the corners on that one. To be like PS5, whatever Slim or whatever like that. Maybe cost the same. Maybe it'll be discount. But if you want to play disc, you got to pay $100 for this. accessory. You know,
that makes sense. That makes more sense to me because I'm looking at it like I was reading it and I'm like, that's probably the one I was looking at possibly, but maybe we'll see how it works this
Also, if
year.
you're slimming down a system, the easiest thing to do is take out the drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Can they quiet it down, please? By chance,
It's not
can they make it
loud.
quiet?
I mean, when you get it going, it's just...
I've heard that the biggest noise thing is the CD, the DVD reader.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's there for a little bit, but
yeah,
in normal gameplay, it's not going. It's there when it's installing and reading.
Got it. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what they do with this.
I think it's kind of a bummer actually that we're seeing a Pro already. I mean, it'll be what 4 years at that point.
Yeah,
it's kind of sad.
I
feel like we just got games for the PS5 this past.
I know. I don't need this. I don't need it. I don't want it. As someone who has the PS5, I'm like, ugh. Okay.
I mean, it's been out for a while, but like games have not been out for we haven't.
Yeah,
I think that's where it's like feels bad. Is that?
Well, I also think it's been hard to get. Like you have not many people have got the PS5, so they just
now you're getting it.
Now you are sure. And this will be a year away, but like I said, I did read that Microsoft, there's no plans for them to do a Pro unit, from what I saw reported. So
I think Microsoft's just given up.
They don't want to make hardware to begin with.
We knew this. Yes, we knew this. They could be a third-party developer now, no problem. So
they have no games though to offer.
I know, but I don't know. They're not making a hardware system. You're right. All right. What else do we have in the news
here? That's a good
here?
segue into more news.
Yeah, well, where are we? Oh, the Microsoft's quarter 4 2023 fiscal earnings.
Let's hear them.
So let's see. I've got Windows OEM revenue down 12%, devices revenue down 20%, gaming revenue up 1%, Xbox content and services up 5%. Yes, and hardware down 13%. So hardware's down big time. That's big. More than a double-digit drop is not a good thing. Windows OEM down 12. Interesting. Devices revenue down 20. Is it cost of chips? Is that what they just are we seeing the cost? Didn't they like overnight chips or something like that to their machines? Is that in this fiscal year?
I don't remember.
To get them on the shelves, I can't remember when they did that, but yeah. So their division's not great to spend $69 billion on something. But I guess that's what they wanted to do. So, there it is.
Let's see. Tom Warren, who was reporting this on The Verge, made a series of tweets. So, Microsoft CFO, Amy Hood blames the Xbox content and services Q4 revenue miss on, quote, weakness in first-party and third-party content performance, end quote. Oh. Like, how are you going to be Microsoft and blame third-party content at this point, right?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess if you're blaming that they didn't come to the system, like Final Fantasy 16, I guess you could blame them, because they didn't perform on the system. But it's just fucking sad. Like, again, I'm sorry. Like, I got to pick on Microsoft. Fucking $1 trillion company, and they fucking are floundering like fucking Sega did. Like, Sega at least had the excuse they didn't have money, right?
Sega also made a system that was easily piratable,
Well, I mean, that's the problem is they lost so much money on Dreamcast because nobody bought games because they didn't have to.
Yeah, that's what killed them, piracy.
No, I mean that was just
and
last
bad
system.
Investments in like Shenmue.
Also, Shenmue. Shenmue like cost half their company.
Shenmue and piracy.
I would say that even if Dreamcast was successful, it wouldn't have saved Sega.
No, because Shenmue still cost too much. Yeah.
No, sure, absolutely. But Sega wasn't one or two decisions. It was a series of decisions made over the course of years.
Right.
32X, the Saturn. Yeah. Like, it was multiple decisions. It just wasn't one thing.
Sega CD.
Yeah. But,
this guy?
There you go, 32X.
Yep.
This guy has a problem?
Look at that. Look at that thing. That's a relic.
Oh, yeah.
That's a relic. And then they went on to say Microsoft is expecting Xbox content and services revenue growth in mid to high single digits for Q1 2024 fiscal. In gaming overall, mid-single digits. Mid-single digits! This should be like a peak year for new sales of systems. Third and fourth year should be peak sales.
Yeah.
Especially now that they're more readily available.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just fucking sad. Like honestly, what's the even point? What's the point of being in this if you're capping out at like 50 million, 60 million units worldwide, and you're $1 trillion company? What's the point?
Yeah.
That's the best you can do.
I don't know. And like I said, they could go third party, but then what do they have? So
I honestly think they would be better off going third party and just publishing their games on. Their most successful stuff is Minecraft because it's on fucking everything. But most importantly, Nintendo.
Yeah. It's true. So I don't know.
Throw Minecraft on fucking on Steam. I guarantee you it'll be like top 10 seller in perpetuity.
Yeah. Yep. So all right. What do we have here games wise? More news. Resident Evil 2. What do we have here? Japanese game publisher. Let's see. I gotta get the whole article open. I did not read this one, Tony. What do we have in this article? Bloomberg. There's a Capcom news here. So the publisher behind Monster Hunter sees a 1,200% gain over the last decade, while Monster Hunter grew up massively. That sold really well. So
yes,
that's one of those things that sort of crossed into the mainstream more than it ever was.
Yeah, that was a massive. I mean, that's awesome. I mean, shares are up by a third this year, outpacing. This is for Capcom, obviously, and obviously it had like the Resident Evil 2 game. It had the Resident Evil 4. You know, I mean, it's been cashing in on their Resident Evil franchises, so that's going to help them massively as well. But anything else from this I'm missing?
They've had a good streak of hit titles recently, and like we said, they turned it around. Like Street Fighter 6 is killing it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, the reason I posted this was because it's I think it was Bloomsburg. That was Bloomberg.
It's Bloomberg, yeah. Bloomberg, yeah.
But I mean, 12% gain over a decade. That's ridiculous, right? I mean, Monster Hunter used to be a fucking nothing franchise, right?
Niche.
Japan, Japan only. Whatever,
people were importing it if they wanted to play it.
Yeah, exactly. And now it's a global, juggernaut. Right?
It's another thing. My friend Ryan was in early on. Ryan, who's been on the cast a while ago, once or twice, because he was in early on Minecraft. He was in early on Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
It's true. So yeah, I mean, a lot of this is based on their older games. So that's been the best of their growth is based on their back catalog of games. So that's been their best year by making it their previous best, I guess is the best way to say it. They've been cashing in on these IPs they've had for years that they just ignored.
Well,
that's the way to say it.
I mean, I wouldn't say that at all.
I mean,
I think they just made something
that's the wrong take
appealed.
From 2016 to 2018, it was fuck Capcom on this podcast quite a bit.
Not 2016.
I think it was earlier.
It was way earlier than
2016. I thought it was 2016.
No, it was back with like Mighty Number 9 type shit.
I thought it was like, well, it was 2015, 2016, right? That can't be that long ago.
No, that was like
we're talking PS3 generation,
like a decade ago.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about a while ago.
I feel like it was a lot more recent.
It was like Devil May Cry, like the bad Devil May Cry, right?
DMC, yeah. That was
that was PS3, right?
Oh yeah, that was PS3, yeah.
Okay, and then I mean, Mega Man 11 they came out in that 20.
Don't forget that was not just, but PS4. There was a lot of missed opportunities with Mighty Number 9. Remember, was going to be this big thing because they were ignoring Mega Man.
Dude, that was fucking long ago.
I know, I'm just saying. Like, when was that at? Like, when did Mighty Number 9 come out?
That has to be like 2014 or something.
I need to look this up.
Definitely at least.
Dude, they were supposed to come out on Vita, so we're talking a long time ago.
I'm thinking like a decade ago, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was in Kingdom Crush at that point.
2016. 2016.
What?
Really?
Yeah, that was June 21st in Japan and North America, 2016. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
Mighty Number 9 was?
Yeah.
But I don't understand. So what? The 2019 or 2016 is when the game came out. When was it funded, Jim?
Oh yeah, I know when it was funded, but I'm just saying like the game was crap when it came out.
That has nothing to do with Capcom though.
I'm just saying that we were so interested in that game because of what Capcom was doing with not using.
Back when the Kickstarter launched.
Yeah, but that was also we were fucking Capcom before that game because of that.
Yeah, I may have been off of the 2016, 2018, but it was all the way through 2016. I'm pretty confident that with that 2016 statement.
2016?
Yeah, I'm still confident in that statement. I'm sorry. I know we've been on this for a long time, and I could be wrong with my dates because it's
Mighty
over
Number
a decade.
Nine's campaign launched
I mean,
in 2013.
Yes.
I just saying,
oof,
we
okay.
didn't know the game was bad until 2016.
No, I know. But we were saying
I know, but
Capcom
we were
before
already.
the game was coming out.
Yeah,
Like,
but
the whole
that was
point of fucking
that was
Capcom
meant to
part
be
of
the
Number
savior.
9. Yeah,
That was meant
supposed
to be the savior. Yeah, I know. We all like lost a year or two mentally. We think it's like 2021 right now.
We've been doing
I
this
feel
for a
like,
long time, so
but
this has been like what 15 years. This podcast, so it's
not
been
not quite there, but it's getting surprisingly close.
yeah. So I mix up the dates a lot. It just feels like yesterday, and I'm getting old. But all right.
But no,
Let's
it
talk
was
about
that. It was Street Fighter V, that fucking floundered on
Yes.
PS4.
Oh, MVC Infinite.
Early, yeah. One was MVC Infinite, like fucking 2015, 2016. That one might be the last.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like that's and here's Street Fighter V initial release date February 16th, 2016. Like I'm telling you, I'm not wrong with the 2016 day. I may be wrong. I'm wrong with the
We'll have to
2018.
look at some of the titles of our
Just saying.
podcast.
Okay.
Just
I'm
saying.
sure it slipped in there a few times.
Yeah. So. All right. What else do we have going on? Oh, we have Fortnite. Big crossover is going to be Futurama.
That is so crazy. That is amazing. I can't believe that. That is like what Fortnite has done to like elevate itself and separate itself from the pack. It's just it's just remarkable. Like it's mind blowing. You know, like you have these, you know, fly up. They have all these games that come out that try to emulate what, you know, PUBG was trying to do. Yeah. But you need to do your own thing, and Fortnite just has found a way to just
be its own thing. Yeah,
be its own thing and be creative, and then bring these characters in and it makes sense, and they're using like their abilities, and you know, with the Marvel characters and with the, you know, video game characters and the, you know, Star Wars characters. It's like
Transformers. I think GI Joe was a low hanging fruit.
It's like got lightsabers in it, and then. Now you're just gonna bring a random cartoon that has nothing to do with like this type of thing, and like I'm like so, like mind blown by this crossover because it seems like so out of left field.
Yeah.
And yet it kind of works.
Mm-hmm. And they'll make it work. But
and that's the thing is they're tying it in because Futurama is coming back. So it's
new
like,
season.
We're gonna scratch your back and you scratch ours, kind of thing. Yeah. Like we talked about in the movie cast. Like that's what you do. Like you help each other promote each other.
Yep. So that's good news. It's cool. We'll see what they do with this. Let's see. 2020 game Immortals Fenyx Rising is canceled. The sequel to that apparently, as the studio Ubisoft is moving towards focusing on its established franchises like Assassin's Creed.
Sounds like Ubisoft.
This sounds like right out of their normal playbook. Like,
yeah.
I mean, they were like annualizing like Assassin's Creed.
Fenyx Rising kind of came and went, and nobody really cared. So.
Yeah.
I think I remember it came out, and it was supposedly like an alternative to another game at the time. I don't remember what. It might have been that. Yeah. Just like, oh, this is kind of like that, but not. So
it was an alternative. It was another game to experience in that kind of.
I know.
But yeah, like to not give it a sequel to improve upon, that's kind of weird. I think it did okay, but
Ubisoft. I guess the article says Ubisoft is just doubling down on Assassin's Creed again, which is just.
You know what's funny is they learned not to release it. They learned not to release it annually.
Right, and then now they're back to it, I guess.
They're going to do it again. Yeah, they're going to do it again.
No, they're just going to make all slightly different versions of the same
they're
idea.
Just copying Capcom. It's like, oh, we're going to make a remake of Black Flag. And here, have fun with the games that you liked before it got bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Their strategy with Assassin's Creed is all over the place. Obviously, they have...
They have like a Prince of Persia too, or something as well.
Yeah, but that's not going to play like that at all. That's a 2D game, which to some Prince of Persia fans were pissed off about that. But that's going to be 2D, and then they have one of the Assassin's Creeds is going to be a mobile game. One is going to be the throwback, sort of the Mirage one, where it's just like, oh, let's redo Assassin's Creed 1, just modern. And then the other one, there's one more that's coming out that's going to be sort of like the recent ones, I think, where it's more RPG.
Mm.
They're all coming out within supposed to come out within the next year or two. So it's crazy, craziness.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. The MK1 official combat pack got revealed. The roster, right?
Yeah. So the leaks were true. We got, as we said a little earlier, Omni-Man, Homelander, John Cena's
Peacemaker.
Maker, not Keeper,
Yep.
Peacemaker, and then some Mortal Kombat characters who no one cares about.
Yeah.
It's Quan Chi and I think Takeda, who is one of the new blood characters introduced in MKX. But yeah,
Combat
So-
Kid.
yeah. So again, I'm curious to see how these evil Supermen will all play differently than each other.
Yeah. Homelander.
I mean,
or-
how did
yeah.
they make the ninjas play differently?
Well, I mean, they have different elemental powers and stuff.
That's
so.
what they're gonna do. They're gonna do the same.
But do they have different elemental powers?
Yeah. I mean, I think so. We'll see. We'll see. So we'll see how they make them play differently.
What's the difference between Katana and Jade? And Melina?
Weapons, mostly. They have weapons that are specific to them.
Oh, there you go. That's what they're gonna do. Give them
Superficial.
weapons.
Yeah.
So.
Hmm.
Did I miss anything else? Tony, did you mention during the Diablo 4 talk about the Battle Pass not earning enough platinum?
I mentioned it.
Yeah,
You did? Okay.
Corey
I didn't know if you mentioned that one. I didn't remember if you mentioned that one.
You can't, you can't get enough battle pass of platinum through the battle pass to actually buy anything from the store.
Okay. All right. So that's all we've got then on the news. So we did cover everything here that we've got. So, okay. I think that's it then, guys. I think we're going to put a bow on this episode. So thanks for tuning in. Once again, we are live on Twitch Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock. Please join us live. It's a lot of fun. You can ask us questions, hear us ramble on about what year it is. And we're on YouTube the following day, which you can hear it there too. So subscribe to both channels. Get notified when we go live and or when we post. We'll see you guys next week. We are out.